Hey, this is Seth, and in this video I'm going to share 5 side hustles students can do to realistically earn between $30 and $80 an hour or more, all remotely, part-time, from the comfort of your dorm room or your home while you're in school, so you can work around your own schedule. Now, most side hustles present cool ideas, but they don't talk about the most challenging aspect of actually making money with a side hustle, which is getting customers willing to pay for your product or service. For all of these side hustles, I'm going to be sharing a powerful marketplace that's a lot like Amazon.com, but instead of selling physical products, this marketplace sells freelance services, and this website gets 60 million to 90 million visitors a month, all looking to pay money for services like the ones I'll be sharing with you. But before I do that, please remember, if you like this content, hit that like button and subscribe to my channel so you're always notified when I post more useful content. This marketplace is called Fiverr.com. It's free to sign up and begin selling a variety of services. And in this video, I'm going to show you people actually making money with the side hustles we'll be talking about. So let's start with side hustle number 1, which is SEO article writing. Now, as a student, you've been writing for years. You've been writing essays and term papers, but you probably had no idea that the ability to write is a valuable skill set that companies will actually pay money for. And here's why. SEO stands for search engine optimization. It is the process of making changes to a company's website so it shows up higher in Google's organic search results. For example, if I type in dentist Boulder, Colorado, this dentist's office, Boulder Canyon Dental, shows up near the top. This is not by accident. Google's algorithm has over 100 factors that it uses to rank websites and decides which website should show up at the top of search results, which will get the most clicks from visitors. Companies like Boulder Canyon Dental have hired SEO agencies to do a lot of hard work optimizing all of these factors. And one of the most powerful factors in SEO is content. That's why most companies today have blogs, and they're very interested in articles and content. These blogs consist of 500 to 2,000 word articles that are optimized for Google's search algorithm. Yes, even a dentist's office has a blog. There's an article on this website called Top 10 Tips for a Speedy Recovery After a Tooth Extraction. Now, I don't know if anybody's actually reading this article, but the presence of this article on their website is a signal to Google's algorithm that this is a high-quality site that is relevant to people searching for dentists and tooth extractions. Showing up at the top of Google's search results means free traffic and customers and more sales and revenues for companies, which is why it's so valuable. So if you go to Fiverr, you're going to see a lot of freelancers offering this service, many of them with many reviews, meaning they've had a lot of orders. Now, on Fiverr, when you see a lot of freelancers offering the same service, don't be intimidated. It doesn't mean there isn't room for you. It means that there is a huge demand for this particular service, and it is a robust market. So you should be very encouraged by this. This is a very valuable service. For example, Mary Ellen charges $95 for a 500-word article. She charges $170 for a 1,000-word article. That's about 17 to 19 cents per word, which is a premium rate. Now, she's been at this for a while. She has over 200 reviews. But Scott, who only has 17 reviews, charges $100 for a 500-word article. And he is making about 20 cents a word. So he's making almost as much as a person with a lot more experience, even though he has less experience, which should be very encouraging for newcomers. When you are just starting out, you're a newcomer, you won't have any reviews, that's fine. I'd say charge between 6 and 10 cents per word, which is still a really good rate. And the more orders you get, the more reviews you get, the more your credibility will increase, and then you can raise your prices from there. Companies need content about almost any topic you can imagine. Business, finance, sports, fashion, lifestyle, travel, gardening, everything. And you can be the person to write those articles. But one thing you do need to remember is that SEO optimized articles need to be accessible and easy to read and understand, almost conversational. It's very different than the kind of writing you're doing in school with essays and term papers. But this is easy to learn once you learn how to do it. And you can get on Google and just type in how to write an SEO optimized article, and you'll find a lot of great information about how to do this. You can offer general SEO article writing services in a variety of topics, or you can focus on specific topics and niche down. For example, this woman focuses specifically on fitness and health. This gentleman focuses on finance, and there's even somebody who's charging $500 for a 1,000-word religious essay gig. And he has a lot of 5-star reviews and happy customers. So if you get very specialized in what you offer, you can make good money that way as well. Being a native English speaker is also an advantage because you understand the idioms and slangs and the way that it's used conversationally, and a lot of companies really value that. Whether it's a foreign company trying to appeal to an English-speaking market or English-speaking companies. Sometimes when they outsource this type of article writing to freelancers who may be fluent in English, and there's nothing against them, they don't know the types of jargon that we use as native speakers. So that's another thing that will set you apart and help you get more gigs. SEO is part of digital marketing, which is a multi-billion-dollar industry, and articles and content are part of the engine that runs that industry. If you want to learn more about how you can start a $60,000 a year remote career in search engine optimization and digital marketing, click the link below to check out my free webinar. I've helped thousands of people get jobs in digital marketing in the past 8 years, and there's a lot more information than what I'm sharing here. Article writing is a great entryway, but there's a lot more you can do with this. Side hustle number 2 is PPC, or pay-per-click advertising management. This is essentially managing a company's Google Ads advertising. Most people know that Google is a multi-billion-dollar company, but most people don't know that $200 billion of their annual revenue comes from those ads that show up at the top of the search results whenever you do a Google search. Companies need people to manage those ads, the placements, the bids, the budgets, the cost per click, and more. Now, do you remember the dentist example from the previous side hustle? That's all about organic search results, the free results based on Google's complex algorithm. However, if a company is willing to pay money, they can jump the line and get to the top of those search results. For example, Sage Dental has done that. And if you click on this link and go to their website, they will be paying for that click. A percentage of that goes to Google, and that's how Google makes all their money. Now, they might pay $1, $5, $10. It all depends on the keyword and the industry. There are some industries like mortgages and insurance where if you click one of those ads, that company is going to pay as much as $80 or $100. So there's a lot of money being spent, and it's very important that companies have people managing all that ad spend. On Fiverr, you're gonna see a lot of Google Ads related services. This freelancer, Chris, charges about $600 a week for Google Ads management, which is about $2,400 a month. This one is $885 for 14 days, which is just a little bit less. On the other end of the spectrum is this newer seller who's charging a bit less. It's about $600 to $1,000 a month, which is a really good rate, especially when you are starting out. Now, what you charge does depend on the size of the campaign and the client's budget. When starting out, because you have less experience, I recommend charging between just $300 to $500 a month, and you will raise that rate over time. Now, it usually takes about 10 hours for the initial account setup. So that first month, you'd be really making between $30 and $50 an hour. But once the account gets ramped up and begins running, it's a much less work. You could be spending, say, 5 hours a month for the same rate, which becomes $60 to $100 an hour. And as you raise your rates, that rate, your hourly rate, goes up even higher. There is a very high demand for people with this skill set, and believe it or not, they do not teach this in college or even in marketing programs, which is why one of the reasons why there's such a high demand. So how do you learn this? Well, you can go on YouTube and Google and try to piece together all the free information out there, which involves a lot of trial and error, and you don't really know the quality of the information that you're getting. And that's why I created a training program that teaches people to manage Google Ads and also how to do SEO and get jobs and clients in this industry. Since 2016, I've helped thousands of people get salaried remote jobs in this field, making anywhere from $60,000 up to $100,000 or more, and get freelance clients in SEO and PPC. If you check out my channel, you'll see over 100 interviews with real students who've gotten real jobs from doing my course. You can actually connect with these students on LinkedIn. They are real people and they will talk to you because this is a real skill set that is not taught in college and has a very high demand. In my training, I show people how to actually manage ads from an agency perspective, what it's like to actually do the job, what hiring managers want to hear and see to hire you, and what clients want to hear to hire you to be a freelancer for them. I also teach SEO, involving all those other ranking factors for Google's algorithms that help you, again, not only get clients, but get remote salaried jobs. There are bi-weekly coaching calls and a very supportive network and community. I've helped many college students over the years, and what students usually do is they either get freelance clients to make money while they're in school, or a lot of them will get job offers while they're in school, and some of them will take those job offers and actually leave school. Like Nicole, she was studying marketing, not learning anything about digital. She took my course, got a job offer for a remote job, and left school, so now she's actually working in the industry full-time, making a great salary, learning on the job, growing her career, and enjoying the flexibility of having a remote job. So if you'd like to learn more about my training, click the link below to check out my free webinar, or you can click the link below that to check out my full training that has helped thousands of people get jobs and clients since 2016. Now, if you like being in front of the camera rather than behind a keyboard, then this side hustle may be for you. The third side hustle is being a user-generated content creator. TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts have completely blown up and transformed the landscape of video marketing in the past few years. Back in the day, companies wanted polished, high production value, things that looked like Hollywood movies to advertise to customers, but these days people think that looks fake. So companies actually want authentic videos from real, normal looking people like you and me to help sell their products and services. And this has opened up a huge market for normal people to actually create advertisements for companies. And they call it user-generated content. To do this side hustle, you don't need a lot of fancy equipment or technical knowledge. All you really need is your cell phone and a tripod and your face. You have to be comfortable on camera. Your look and your personality is a big reason why companies are going to be hiring you. On Fiverr, you can see a ton of gigs for user-generated content. People are getting a ton of reviews and orders. Offering the UGC video itself is very simple. All you need is your smartphone, which has a very good camera, a tripod to keep the image still, and basic lighting, even just light from the window in your room. For example, this college student is charging what I think is the bare minimum, very, very little, and all he's doing is filming these videos of himself.
What is up, Fiverr? My name is Will. I'm a college student, and I will say whatever it is you want me to say for your brand or company. Just let me know, and I'll say it.
This woman is charging a little bit more, and this gentleman is charging even more. Rates vary from person to person. A lot of it has to do with how you present and package yourself, and also what you can offer the customer. The customers are going to want to be promoting something, so you need to feel comfortable talking about their product or service. But you can increase your rates by adding bonus things like adding captioning or subtitles, simple graphics, and script writing or editing, and your creativity. What's great is that there are actually free resources online to help with those subtitles and captions and graphics. There's a site called Clidio. There's a site called Submagic. There's a site called Canva. And all of them have free versions that do a lot of really cool stuff to your videos without you having to have any extensive Adobe Premiere or After Effects knowledge. This woman specializes in fitness and health and charges about $200 a video, but she also includes storytelling, scripting, and editing, creating a finished product that her customers can actually use to promote their business. This woman does simple talking head videos, but she also does TikTok style sketches, which can be a lot of fun and again, don't require a lot of production value, just your imagination and the patience to put a script together and edit it. It's actually very easy to do. I did a few of these on my YouTube and channel and Instagram, and I thought it was a lot of fun.
So my son says, Dad, I don't want to go to college and take out $80,000 in student loans. He doesn't?
So if you aren't shy and you like being on camera and expressing yourself and have a little bit of creativity, I would definitely check out this side hustle. Side hustle number 4 is proofreading and editing. Now this may not be as exciting as making videos, but it's definitely got a very high need. People, writers, and companies need people to proofread and double check their writing for errors, and people also need help with their style, tone, and basically the quality of their writing. You can see a lot of freelancers making money with this side hustle. Now, you might be asking yourself, well, I have a spell check, I have grammar check, why would I need this? Let me tell you, I wrote a 200-page book and I used spell check and all these automated tools, and I thought I caught all the errors, but I hired an editor anyway, and she caught literally hundreds of errors I'd made that I didn't see, because when you're writing something, you're very close to it and you just miss things. In my course, I review people's resumes, and when people send me the resume, I know they didn't mean to, but they have so many spelling, grammatical errors, capitalization errors that just get missed. So it's a very valuable service if you have a very detail-oriented mind, and you can catch these things. Also, as a student, you know about proper grammar and spelling, and people will pay for this. And this leads me to the final side hustle, which is offering academic support. As a student, you have access to a very rare skill set, which is academic knowledge. Now, the reality is that when you get out of school, you're gonna forget a lot of the things you learned in, say, history class and biology class. And the average adult walking around in the street is not looking for help with biology or history, but there is a very motivated target market that does need help with these things, and that is other students, people who are in high school, trying to get into college or in college already. So if you have knowledge about academic topics, you can charge money and be paid to help people with those things through tutoring, and you can find tutoring clients on Fiverr.com. There's people doing well tutoring specifically math and science, but Fiverr is actually not the website I would recommend for this. There's a better website for finding tutoring clients, and that is Wyzant.com. It's got a weird spelling. I'll put it on the screen here. And this is a site dedicated to academic tutoring. There are people looking for tutors, and you can become a tutor in whatever topic you are very comfortable with. But because you're in school and you're fresh and you're probably just taking classes in these topics, whether it's biology or algebra or any of these things, you can teach other people about it and get paid for that and work remotely, because the whole platform is, everything is done online, and that gives you that flexibility, and it's a really good opportunity. Anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video. I really wish Fiverr.com was around when I was in college, but I went to college in the 90s, so that was not an option. It's long before this was possible. You have so many options available to work remotely and do a side hustle, make extra money while you're in college, or even turn it into a full-time business. If you want to learn more about digital marketing, how to get a remote digital marketing career, or how to freelance in PPC or SEO, again, click the link below to check out my free webinar. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next video.